indoor and outdoor performances. The Muchachos food truck will be on site for both days. On Saturday, live music starts at 4 and goes until midnight. And there are free mechanical bull rides, $3 domestic cans all weekend long, and $5 seltzers. Experience the Roca Hoedown this Friday and Saturday, only $15 at the door this weekend in downtown Roca. Bagels & Joe is the best place to start off your mornings, and you can order your breakfast ahead of time on their app. You can't go wrong with one of their great bagel sandwiches or breakfast burritos. Stop by any of their 4 locations in Lincoln and their location in Seward. Bagels & Joe.
Tune in to live coverage of Big Ten Media Days from the Mandalay Bay Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas, July 22nd through 24th on 93.7 The Ticket. Join Derek Pearson, Jay Foreman, Nick Sainert, and Austin Orman as they bring you exclusive conversations with Big Ten coaches, players, and sports media professionals while getting you ready for the upcoming college football season. Big Ten Media Days coverage is presented by Advanced Medical Imaging, Stevenson Smith Construction, Currency, Warhorse Casino, Gary Michaels Clothiers, and League One Volleyball. This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodmen is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodmen representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodmen of America, touching lives, securing futures.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top-quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Because I've seen fire and I've seen rain.
You know, we could just open the show the same every day if we wanted to. But I guess that's not possible.
Nick, you're too young to know the beauty of a song like that.
You're right.
Here's the thing that's dumb, Nick. I have no idea. I was literally in the weight room, and that song just came in my head.
This morning.
I have no idea.
Not 30 years ago.
I've seen sunny days where I thought would never end. I've seen times when I couldn't find a friend.
That's the lie.
But I always thought I'd see Nick again.
And here I am. Welcome to the show.
Freaking nightmare to see
Oh,
Nick again.
stop that. You don't mean that.
Nick,
be careful what you wish for, AD.
First of all, I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of you, dog.
Why? What's going on?
Well, this morning I get up, and
yeah,
doing my thing, and a little quiet time first, etc. Read the scriptures.
Yes.
And then I turn on the British, not the British, the Open.
Yep.
So I sent the group, a text to our group. I was expecting anybody to respond. Well, Jay Foreman, me and Jay are always up crazy, ridiculous hours.
Yeah.
But you responded. I was like,
I did.
What is Nick doing up this early?
I know. I work, which is fine.
I didn't know you were doing the board this morning.
I got to be honest with you. I made the decision last night. I'm terrified. One of my biggest fears in life is just oversleeping in general.
What you did 3 years ago, that time we couldn't find you.
That's right. Do you remember that?
We called your mom.
I know. Do you remember that?
I
That was
do.
crazy.
Because it wasn't. I'm like, this is not like
It's
Nick,
so unlike
not
me.
to text, not to respond. And we were all. I was concerned.
That was one of the nights that I mean, like homework was at 3 a.m. in the morning. Like I used to. So I mean, because one of the things that I used to do, because it just worked out well for me studying wise, was I would come down to the journalism college, because with your journalism, like your badge, we could just the journalism students, and Naya knows this. Just the journalism students can get into the journalism college at 24/7. They have 24/7 access. Business college students can't get into the journalism college after hours.
Okay.
So it's kind of nice because okay, you're gonna probably be with people that you recognize at least. If you're in there at 2 a.m. or whatever, and it's a popular thing to just crank out some story or some homework at 2 and 3 in the morning. Well, that was one of the days where I remember it was deadlines and stuff and projects and stuff, and then went home and just slept through the alarm. So I'm terrified, though, just in general in life, of oversleeping. Just because I know so many people use it. So many people use their phones as alarms and everything like that. I've had times where the phone doesn't go off. And so it's just like, something's weird, man. And so I went out and bought an old-fashioned alarm clock last night.
Oh, last night you did?
I went to Walmart. I was like, you know what? I got to get up at 4:30 these next 2 days. I was like, I'm not risking it. So I went out and bought a $7 we're talking old fashioned.
That goes bing, 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 bing,
the
bing.
one that goes ring, ring, and you have to like tap the top. It's the not the analog, but it's not a digital one. And it's where you slam the top to stop the alarm, and it woke me up perfectly this morning. And it was like, all right, here we go. We're ready to start the day.
Did you set it across the room?
I did not. No, I'm not one of those people that I have to set it across the room. I just need to have confidence that it's going to go off.
You know, here's my thing, Nick. When I have I'm like you. If I have an early morning flight, I don't sleep as well, because I'm kind of looking up at the clock. You know, in fact, a friend of mine is flying out at 5 a.m. tomorrow, and a family member flying at 5 a.m. tomorrow. And I was like, you know, you might want to just go to the location the night before that's closer to the airport, because not used to flying out that early. It's like, because even when I have a 5 a.m. flight, if it's at Omaha, as you know, I'll usually go to Omaha the night before and just stay close to the airport. Because if you're in Lincoln and you're flying out on a Friday morning at 5 out of Omaha, you have a lot of business travelers going back home.
Yeah.
And you just don't know what you're going to run into. And then, so for me, I would leave my house no later than 2:30 a.m. if I stayed in Lincoln. At that point, it's kind of like, okay, I'm basically getting up in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
So I'll travel to Omaha and sleep real close to the airport, get up by 3:15, 3:30 the latest, and I got TSA so I can just zoom through.
Well, and in complete transparency, last night I stayed up at 12 until about 1 o'clock. Here's the thing.
You're only going out 3.5?
Well, I wanted to watch the Open. The tee time started at 12:30 our time.
Yep.
And so I was like, well, I want to watch a little bit of it. So I stayed up and watched the Open tee off. And me and a group of friends, we were playing some games last night, video games last night. We were keeping everybody awake so we could all watch the Open. Man, so we started to watch the Open at 12:30, and about 1:15, I was like, all right, I gotta get to sleep.
Is that a raccoon walking across the street right there? There's a whole family of raccoons.
There's 3 of them.
Man, there's 3.
There's 3 of them.
What's up, bruh?
What do they say about
it's a whole family running down the street.
That's what I'm saying, down O Street.
This is not a good location for y'all, man. You better get your whole posse and go down the alley somewhere.
Watch the people. The people got to watch out, because isn't it if raccoons
will rip your face off? You ain't careful.
Yeah, right. But if raccoons are out during the day, it means they're rabid.
I have no idea. If I see a raccoon in the morning, in the afternoon, at night, I'm not messing with a raccoon, because they will rip your face off. They got a bunch of them out, near the farms and stuff like that. And them raccoons are big, and they do not mess around. Text line, let us know. Raccoons rip your face off during the daytime.
So, okay. So I need to correct it. No, seeing a raccoon out during the day does not automatically mean it's rabid. Raccoons are primarily nocturnal, but it's normal for them to be active during the day for various reasons, including searching for food, especially, and this would be
they brought those trash cans.
This would be applicable to that family that we just saw. Especially if they have young raccoons to feed.
And there were some young ones over there too. Little OG was running down the street, man. And he gave me
Junior was running down the street.
Yeah, I looked over and I looked at him. He looked at me. I gave him the nod. He gave him the nod too. I was like, "What's up, Tyrone?"
I did not get that nod.
Said, "What's up?" You're like, "Good morning."
Yeah. Top of the morning to you. No, but no. So yeah, so we watched the thing. That's kind of
So here's my deal with that. I just recorded it and just replay and just caught up. I just fast forwarded through the top holes.
Okay.
And then caught up because I knew if I first of all, I can't, if I stay up that late, there's no way I'm getting up at 4 a.m. if I stay up until 1. I mean, I am, but I'm going to be a dead man all day.
Yeah.
So, but no, it is. I tell you, it's been cool to watch what's going on so far. We'll be catching you up on what's going on with the leaderboard, etc. Nick, another thing I'm going to just comment on this morning, man. You did well this morning. I was listening.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
You did well. And Old Dad 34, good morning. Says, AD, don't be hurting your back lifting weights. You know, Old Dad, I appreciate you, homie. Here's the reality. I don't lift anything lower body. I can't.
Okay.
So lifting upper body, there's no pain there whatsoever.
Because upper back is fine for you.
Yeah, there's no pain.
Yeah.
But if I tried to literally, I mean, you see me yesterday trying to, look like I was trying to run.
Trying to hobble.
Yeah, running is not an option. Lifting lower weights is not, lower body is not an option. But T minus for 13 days, 14 days. Yeah. And this thing, actually 2 weeks from today, I'll get that back surgery. But it's just like basically it's my L5S1, or I got those reversed, but it's a herniated disc.
Yeah.
So the disc is pressing on the nerve.
Oh,
That's what causes the pain, which gives me the dead foot walk that I got going on, man. But anyway, that'll be taken care of. Go ahead.
Well, what I was going to say, so it's funny, Disc Golf Jake goes, the Raccoons are probably just trying to stay up and watch the Raccoon version of the Open. Don't hate on them, Nick. Yeah, that's my bad. No, so it's fine.
So
but no,
everybody leave your crib this morning.
Well,
man?
so we weren't all over. We were just talking over our headsets and stuff. But there's a lot of them that have their significant others are nurses and they work night shift, and so that's why we're all able to stay up as late as we were. But what I was going to say is it worked out well. But back to the start of the story, the alarm clock. I have no stress setting alarms now because I have a traditional alarm clock. It's incredible what just a traditional alarm clock can do for you.
Is it the one that goes?
Yeah. It's got a little two rings or two alarms at the top. I mean, we're talking like old fashioned, where in the shows you they see them slam them.
So it looks like the emoji on our phones.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it was.
Wow.
And so I figured out how to set it on set it last night. I tested it. I got it about 8:45 p.m. last night. I went home, tested. I put set the alarm for 9:03 and waited for it to go off so I'd know what it sounds like if it was loud enough. And because I'm a pretty heavy sleeper, and so it worked out well. I woke up at 4:30 this morning. Bang, hopped right out of bed.
You know what, Nick? You got it at Target.
Started at Walmart.
$17 or $7?
$7. I mean, it was. I was shocked how cheap it was.
I tell you what, on those mornings to where I might actually invest in one of those.
It works. It works really well. I mean, it's loud. It worked out well. I mean, gosh dang, I paid $15 more for a pack of socks 2 days before than I paid for an alarm clock.
You know what needs to go to regular alarm clocks is those hotels, because those digital ones they got are never reliable.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, I'm glad we're on this track before we go on the leaderboard. You know what else is not reliable? Wake up calls from hotels.
Is that right? I've never used one.
Dude, for me, text line, let me know if they're reliable for you. I had 2 instances, and this was years ago. I don't even really call for wake up. I just do it kind of just in case my clock doesn't go off.
Yeah.
But they'll call you 10 minutes after you're supposed to be up. One called me 30 minutes after.
No way.
One called when I was leaving my room.
Yeah, I'm already awake.
I'm like, bro, I'm next to you right now while you're calling my room.
That's funny.
Do you rely on hotel wake up calls when you travel?
That's interesting. I can't remember the last time I've relied on one. A good point by 9531 on the text line. Nick, make sure to put batteries in it as a backup if there's a power outage. Did so. AAA batteries. I spent the batteries were almost just as much as the alarm clock. I mean, it was ridiculous. I bought a little 4-pack of Duracell batteries or whatever, and it was $8 for. Yeah, it was more expensive. Yeah, I bought the alarm clock and I bought the batteries, and it was more expensive. The batteries were more expensive than the alarm clock.
8893 goes, you guys should capture one of those raccoons for the ticket and the new mascot. Unknown texter, I do not mess with raccoons, man.
AD, then you can take it home. There you go.
No, bro.
Louis has a new friend.
No, that joker will rip Louis' face off, man. Raccoons you don't mess with a raccoon, bro.
I know.
Let us know if you've ever been attacked by a raccoon before. Just let us know if you've ever just been attacked.
I feel like that's a very small group of people.
Dude,
we're finding the niche.
We have a wide variety of people that listen.
Oh, absolutely,
that do things like that. I'd be curious. Maybe got attacked by a raccoon before. When I see him, I'm just like, you know what? I don't want no problems. I don't want no problems from you.
Where do raccoons land on the list of creatures that you'll always leave alone? Like when we're talking snakes, we're
I'm not
talking
messing with a snake.
things that we can see around here.
You
Fox.
know, foxes are more scared of us than we are them, but I'm still
That's what
scared
they
of
always
them.
say. That's what they
Yeah,
always
that's what they
say.
always say.
It takes one deer to just absolutely truck you to debunk that thing.
You said a
I mean,
deer.
let's be honest. Like the deer are more scared of you. Yeah. Well, guess what? When you start to make them panic, guess what do? They kind of freak out and they're you know.
Well, a deer. I mean, if you're getting beat up by a deer, I'm wondering what are you
I'm
doing?
just saying you get trucked by one.
Okay, so you're like me, like you hit one when you're driving or something like that.
No, I'm saying you're standing there you scare them, you startle them, and they start to run around in circles because they're unpredictable. And
But a deer's usually gonna go away from you.
most times.
Yeah.
Most times, yeah, it normally does.
Now,
I'm just okay. We're taking this too literally. I'm saying in general. I'm just saying.
Where are you at when a deer is running you over? What part of the country you at, man?
All I'm saying is like you get. It takes one fox or something like that to not be scared of you, and like here's the deal.
Hey,
to debunk that,
Isaac said, hey, Isaac Contreras, what's up, brother? He goes, a raccoon charged me at 56 and Highway 2. I barely escaped. A deer a raccoon did, charged him.
I don't know how fast raccoons are.
They're pretty agile, bro. They look like little Barry Sanders out there, jerking and juking, and they can run, man.
How about this one? Unnamed texter, I have a Mastiff that got a hold of an adult raccoon, and I'm sure it ended in a draw. I mean, that's the same thing. Obviously not in this.
And a Mastiff is a big dog, man.
No, obviously not in this part of the country. However, I know porcupines. Like when you talk about porcupines getting all the quills and the dogs and stuff like that, they try to eat get after the porcupine, or in the wild. I mean, we're talking about.
Unknown texter 9531. AD, I could not disagree with you more. Raccoons are adorable. Just give them food and they will love you forever.
yeah. You have a new best friend. If you just give them some food, that you have a new best friend. Did you see David? David said my friend has a pet raccoon. Sent us a picture.
Yeah, hey Dave.
There's a raccoon laying in the bed.
Oh heck no! This is real.
That's what I'm saying, man.
DF, what friend is this?
People got to question some life choices.
What in the world? Nick, I told you we got a wide variety of listeners.
Do.
They got a raccoon in the bed hanging out with them. The raccoon's looking like, what's up, partner?
Yeah. Why are you in my room?
Yes. And that's not AI generated either, Nick. That's a real picture of a raccoon hanging out. And you know what? It looks like they have them in the hotel.
Yeah.
Because there's a TV guy. Oh, that's a hotel room, too, because you can see the lamps.
You know darn well they snuck that raccoon in there, too.
Ain't no hotel and say, yes, raccoon's welcome.
Yeah. Well, hey, we need to get Percy in here. Where's Percy? He's in my luggage.
Nick, okay. Now, you're young enough to remember this movie. You may have watched it when you were a kid. Over the Hedge.
Oh, yeah.
Remember the raccoon was that dude that was basically just really sly and really conniving?
I do.
What was that raccoon's name in Over the Edge?
That was such a long time ago.
That's a great movie, man.
It's a good movie. Had it on DVD.
Oh, let us know. What was the raccoon's name in Over the Hedge, man?
I can't, but you just know it's like, hey, where's the raccoon? Oh, it's in my luggage.
It's my luggage. A raccoon.
Hey, Percy, we just need you to stay quiet for a little bit.
Percy, where'd you come
I don't know. It just feels like a raccoon's
that's
name.
a good name, though,
I know for a raccoon.
P Money for sure.
Yeah.
Dale says I had a buddy on the way to school, got attacked by one, got to school all bloody. See, man, I
like how do you train a raccoon? That's my thing. Is like these animals that are wild. How do you train them to be your pet?
Them.
Yeah, to domesticate them. It's the same people that have like the wild. I mean, there's so many of these. There's one I can't think of the name. It's like a small cat, not like a pet cat, like a small mountain lion. And I'm sure there's somebody on like TikTok and videos that have them as a pet. And I'm sitting here going like, why do you wake up one morning and be like, yeah, you know what? I want to risk my life every single day. Because it takes you can build up all the trust in the world.
Yeah.
But it's one-sided trust.
It is, man, because it's still
It takes one
bad day.
One bad day.
One bad moment.
And they completely forget you.
Nick, I got to show you this. There was a texter that said it was Raccoon's name was RJ. Thanks a lot. Unknown texter 9531. K-Dog. It was Bruce Willis's voice, and you're exactly right. It was Bruce Willis's voice that played RJ in that movie. Nick, this, you guys, before we talk about the Open, this one
actually important stuff here.
There was a man that raised a hippo.
See, and hippos from afar, they don't seem like they can do a lot of stuff until you see those videos of them just like smashing watermelon after watermelon, and you're like, all right. You see them smashing watermelon after watermelon, you're like, all right, that's enough of that.
This was the story. It was in South Africa. This man raised a hippo, and it eventually just killed him.
No way.
It was kind to him. It was nice. He would feed this hippo, and one day they found the man's carcass basically in a pond.
That's what I'm saying.
Killed him.
It takes one day.
Here's my thing. Obviously, we're talking extremes from a raccoon to
yeah. We're going variety here.
Yeah, but when you have like these people have these pet lions and these pet bears, that man that was killed not too long, about 4 or 5 years ago out in Alaska, or where the heck he was at with that bear.
Yep.
He thought that bear was his buddy.
Yeah.
And the bear was like, yeah, we could, but a wild animal is still a wild animal.
It's like, at what point in the training process do you sit there and be like, all right, cool, Percy and I are chill?
You may think so.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It takes one time.
Percy's just going on.
How about this?
Just getting them ready.
Claytonia John, my dad's friend had a pet skunk, took the stink bag out of it, and trained it to go in a litter box like a cat. Like, who wakes up and is like, yeah, I'm going to work on this? That is what I don't understand, and I will never get it. And to each their own, man.
Nick, first of all, how do you take the stink off of how do you even do that?
Dude, the skunk is like, dude, I'm supposed to be doing something right now. I'm terrified, and I can't do anything. You took my dignity. I mean, seriously, it is what it is. That's crazy.
Yeah. Hey, unknown texter, I'm with you. 8661. 8661 goes, how do you take a stink box out of someone? Exactly.
Yeah,
the hell?
What the hell? Oh, man. I feel like this is a good spot. To go.
And D-Train, you're right. Hippos can tear an alligator apart, man. So I don't know what my man was thinking when he was keeping a pet hippo. In the Open right now, folks, Jacob Skov-Olsen is at -4. Lee is at -4. Fitzpatrick is at -4.
That was my pick.
Was that your pick?
It was my pick. I got into a little golf pool that my buddies and I do for every major last night. David is included in it. And Fitzpatrick is on my list.
Hey, Fitzpatrick is balling. I was watching this morning. Matthew Jordan's at -3. I'll do the top 10. There's a 5-way tie, actually like an 8-way tie at -3 and 2 right now. Scheffler's in there at -2 through 16. Westwood Lee, he's finished at -2.
Where's Hovland?
Victor Hovland. Ooh.
He's also on the list for me.
I'm not saying Victor.
That's not good.
Has he teed off yet?
Yes, he was. He was 1 under earlier today.
Well.
Oh no! Keep scrolling. Scroll up.
Victor,
see, maybe you passed him. Go. Act like you passed him.
Top. Yeah.
Not there. Okay. Maybe he withdrew.
Phil Mickelson is at -1 though for final
nice.
for the day. Is round 1. Victor Hovland, Nick. I am
just
not
non-existent.
Seeing him, man. Let me see. Yeah, I'm not seeing him, bro. This is here he goes.
David said 26. He's done 26th place.
Yeah, 26th place. I missed him right there.
Okay, cool.
So, yeah, he's not out of it.
Okay, good.
He's not out of it.
He's got to stay in contention. At some point in today's show, we do
he's at even. So
okay, good. At some point in today's show, we do need to discuss Scotty Scheffler's comments the other day. It's in the video that's been going on around social media.
You know what? When we come back, let's definitely discuss that.
Because if you haven't seen it, it's about a 5-minute video, but Scotty Scheffler was asked just about the satisfaction of winning tournaments. And I thought it was really interesting from the perspective from the game of golf's viewpoint. If you are Jay Monahan, the PGA Tour, you're sitting there going, okay, is this good for our game that the #1 player in the world is saying, hey, it's, you know what? It doesn't bring us a whole lot of satisfaction to win a golf tournament. But from a fan standpoint, it makes it so much easier to cheer for Scotty Scheffler.
It really does. We're going to talk about that too, Nick, when we come back. We also got Husker coaches who received some raises.
Yeah.
We'll discuss that. Fan Day was announced, and at 10 o'clock, we're going to dive back into, Nick, the playoff power play by the Big Ten and the SEC. Who is going to buckle first? I know you guys talked about it on the early break this morning. We'll discuss it at 10 o'clock. 10:30, There's a major player on the move in the NFL, and one guy signs the biggest contract in his position's history. So we'll discuss that as well. It's The Drive. It is Thursday. Watch those raccoons. They'll rip your face off.
While folks love all of Hog Wild's award-winning barbecue options, many have a real soft spot for the Carolina pulled pork sandwich. Hog Wild serves their tender, slow-smoked pulled pork on a soft bun and piles it high with tangy coleslaw. There's nothing else on the menu like it. The added bonus? You get to have a side dish like curly fries or baked beans. Order online at GoHogWild.com. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Saturday. Eagle Raceway is open for a full season of dirt track racing action every Saturday night. Don't miss the epic battles on the high banks of Eagle Raceway each Saturday between the Nebraska Septic Sprint Cars, Nebraska Lottery Modifieds, Avid Realty Sport Mods, Valentino's Hobby Stocks, and A1 Iron Stock Cars. Let's go racing. Eagle Raceway, just 10 miles east of Lincoln on O Street. Check out the full schedule at eagleraceway.com.
Tune in to live coverage of Big Ten Media Days from the Mandalay Bay Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas, July 22nd through 24th on 93.7 The Ticket. Join Derek Pearson, Jay Foreman, Nick Sainert, and Austin Orman as they bring you exclusive conversations with Big Ten coaches, players, and sports media professionals while getting you ready for the upcoming college football season. Big Ten Media Days coverage is presented by Advanced Medical Imaging, Stevenson Smith Construction, Currency, Warhorse Casino, Gary Michaels Clothiers, and League One Volleyball.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodmen is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodmen representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodmen of America, touching lives, securing futures.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at DoorsPlusLLC.com. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
93.7 The Ticket is your home for every Kansas City Royals baseball game. Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, and the rest of the Royals attempt to make the postseason for the second season in a row. And you can hear all the action on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Your home for Kansas City Royals baseball.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Mike, I've been thinking our house could really use a makeover. How about new siding?
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you heard of James Hardy?
Yes. Sarah down the street had Roofing Service Company install James Hardy siding on their home, and they love it.
Roofing Service Company does have great reviews.
They took her through the design process and made everything super easy.
Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
Summertime is here, and you know what that means. Grilling season. You know what's more embarrassing than an overcooked piece of meat? Your dirty, disgusting, and grimy grill. Let the pros at Husker Grill Cleaning get you ready for grilling season. They'll take your grill apart piece by piece, scrub every inch, and reassemble it so it can look and perform its best. Visit their website, HuskerGrillCleaning.com today to schedule your appointment. Husker Grill Cleaning, serving Lincoln, Omaha, Malcolm, and more.
Make plans to stop by the Roca Hoedown this Friday and Saturday in downtown Roca. Live music on Friday from 4:30 to midnight, both indoor and outdoor performances. The Muchachos food truck will be on site for both days. On Saturday, live music starts at 4 and goes until midnight. And there are free mechanical bull rides, $3 domestic cans all weekend long, and $5 seltzers. Experience the Roca Hoedown this Friday and Saturday, only $15 at the door this weekend in downtown Roca.
We strive to help people get into home ownership. That is the American dream. Having something that you can go home at night and say, this is mine, is very important. The great thing about Remington Homes is affordability.
Bob Benish of Aspen Builders, talking about their exciting new division, Remington Homes, which makes the home building process easier.
The exciting thing about a Remington home is you get to choose your floor plan from predetermined floor plans. We give you a lot of choices, and you couple that with our great lot selection in all different areas. People do not want to be married to their house payment. They want to get a nice house with nice finishes in a great area for an affordable price. And that's what Remington Homes are all about.
Home building is easier with a Remington home from Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at remingtonlincoln.com. remingtonlincoln.com.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road, just south of 14th and Highway 2.
Now back to the drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert, sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Raccoon, raccoon, raccoon in the house. Raccoon, 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 raccoons in the house.
AD, I gotta, friend to friend, how obvious is the coffee stain on my shirt? Okay, it's taking long enough for you to see it. Okay, that's a good thing.
Is it like up here?
I got it. I mean, it's hopefully a little bit. It starts drying.
We're fine. Squint deep to see it.
Okay,
man.
good.
You got any meetings today?
Nope.
I wouldn't even worry about it. I wouldn't even worry about it.
Just got dignity.
Just like that beat. Just let it ride. Just let it ride. You know what I'm saying?
Never mind. Who wants to? We're not going to say it. We got a lot of stuff to get into. Where do you want to go, my friend?
You know what? Well, let's start really quick with I want to talk about Scotty Scheffler real fast. If you've not seen it, Scotty Scheffler is #1 player in the world. And basically, when he was being interviewed at the open press conference, the pre-event press conference, Scotty, on about close to 5-minute monologue, he just goes on and talks about how, why he basically says, why do I want to win this event? He goes, I love the practice. I love the preparation. And he goes, but when you win, it's like, okay, for 2 minutes, it's awesome. Then you're like, okay, what's for dinner?
Yeah.
And you grind. He goes, when I go to the Masters, he goes, I grind for it. I prepare for it. I practice for it. Then you win. It's kind of like, okay, what next? He goes, golf. He goes, I love that I can take care of my family by playing a game that I love. He goes, I love the fact that my wife, he goes, when I get up in the morning, she sees me going to work and to work on my game and to grind and to get better. She appreciates, and I tell her how much I appreciate her when I get home and she's been watching our son all day. He goes, if winning is your definition of satisfaction and success, it will leave you empty. That's what I appreciated about the most. Because Nick, I'm gonna tell you this. Now, obviously, in two different stratospheres, okay, two different universes.
Yeah.
When you win a national championship, or you get a certain pinnacle, whatever that may be, whatever your championship may be in your life. Mm-hmm. Once you get it, it's great. It feels good, the accomplishment. But I'm just, without people with different faiths, etc., I'm just going to say this. In my opinion, my humble opinion, in the way that my father always taught us, in the way that I try to think about life, and I'm a man that has many flaws, but nothing in this earth that was created is ever going to give you continual satisfaction.
Yeah.
Outside of a relationship in your faith. That's just me. I mean, championships and those things are great. You reach a certain pinnacle in your career. Nick, let's say, okay, think about this, dude. You've got to be, in my opinion, and not my opinion, with my my little bit of knowledge, one of the youngest, sports radio host personalities, if not in the city, in the state for sure. You've reached a level of success that people twice your age haven't reached yet. And it's like, you enjoy it, but it's like, if this is the end all be all, dang.
I think
that's what was refreshing to me, because it wasn't me, Scotty Scheffler. He was like, no, it's the grind that I appreciate.
Scotty did a great job, and this is where it's easy for just like, whether you're a diehard golf fan or a casualist, he did a really good job of being appreciative and making sure that he put that out there, that he was appreciative and that he was respectful of how much he's been able to win, right? And like, from a comedic side, I texted this to you, AD.
Mm-hmm.
Like from a comedic side, it was funny because hey, it's easy to say that stuff when you got 60 million a year.
30 million last month.
Yeah, right. Like when you can make all this. But the quote that stood out to me, that's fascinating from a golfer standpoint. We view the Masters the same way that the NFL views the Super Bowl. We view the Masters the same way that the NBA views the finals, the pinnacle of the sport, the pinnacle achievement of the sport. And he said the quote, I show up to the Masters the week of it and I go, why do I want to win this so bad? Why do we make this thing to where we want to win this so bad? And he goes, it's great to win. He said, don't get me wrong. And I'm really appreciative that I've been able to have success. I love the grind of practicing. But he said, the celebration lasts 2.5 minutes. And then you go, like you said, what's for dinner? Okay. Then the next day it's where am I off to next to compete? And he said, he talked about winning the Byron, which is from his hometown.
His
hometown. He goes, he's like, I won the Byron. And he said, I thought to myself, okay, I've been working for myself to get to a point to where this is what I've been working for. I've wanted to win the Byron because it's in my hometown. And this is from a personal standpoint for Scotty, that was kind of his pinnacle achievement over the Masters because it's a tournament that he grew up playing in and going to see because it was in his hometown. And he said, I won it. And he's like, I'm super thankful that I had the opportunity to win it. But he said, then after that, it was, all right, now what's next? And he goes, if at any point the game of golf affects my personal relationships with my wife, with Meredith, with his wife, with his son, with his kids in the future, he said, I'm done playing this game competitively.
I'm done.
And I just think, number one, it's easy. Like I said, it makes it easy as a fan to cheer for Scotty Scheffler because once again, you see this guy on every single stage, every single advertisement when it comes to the game of golf. He's this day's Tiger Woods right now. And there's been a lot of guys that we thought, okay, this is going to be the next Tiger Woods, whether it was Jordan Spieth, whether it potentially was Justin Thomas at times. We've been waiting for like a guy like Ludwig Oberg to really take the reins. Wyndham Clark's in that conversation as well, maybe not to the extent. And nobody's really taken it and been able to run with it with the consistency except Scotty Scheffler.
Right.
And so now on the other side, though, for the game of golf, they're sitting there going, oh man, we just had our number one player, the face of our sport, go on a 5-minute, not rampage, because it was very, very
he spoke from the heart.
Respectful.
Yeah, he spoke from the heart, man.
He went on a 5-minute tear of, look, golf is important to me, but it's not my number one priority.
Nick, I think you nailed it in the text, though, in the group thread when you mentioned I have a brand new appreciation. I appreciate you said I like this guy that much more now, or something like that. And I sent it to a number of buddies, and to my boys. They're just like, man, this is refreshing in this world of me. I do,
especially in an individualist sport.
Yes, absolutely.
Like there's that part too.
Right.
We have
the eyes are all on him.
It's the me mentality in team sports, in team competition. We get so infatuated with the NBA is a great example. So infatuated with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Tyrese Halliburton and Miles Turner and all these guys that then when you actually have a sport that is individual, where it's very easy to be like, oh yeah, it's the caddy and myself. It's me and the golf. It's the caddy and the golfer. It's easy to get wrapped up in, man, people love me. They don't like Scotty Scheffler's team. They love Scotty Scheffler.
Right.
And so once again, to have that type of approach and mentality, it's easy to cheer for from on the moral side, on the human element.
Absolutely. I think it's great what you said. John in Cortland says, real fast, you mentioned moments in time, life still rolls on. Have a great rest of the day. You too, John. Appreciate you, man. Our very own Jay Foreman, the Hall of Fame. Think about that, the Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Jay, he goes, love Scotty, love his message. I can tell from winning in rings in high school, college, and games and awards. I wish I cherished and continued to celebrate.
I like that's the thing is that it doesn't have to be
Jay,
one or
right
the
on,
other.
bro.
Yeah, Jay's absolutely right. Like it doesn't have to be one or the other. It doesn't have to be like, okay, I'm fully into my professional side and I'm not fully into the personal side. Well, it can be both. And I think Scotty did a great job of explaining on how, look, in no way am I ever going to sacrifice one for the other. And that once you find that balance, there's a lot of jokes made about work-life balance and it doesn't exist and things like that, right? It does not exist. And that's okay. But as when you can find a way and along that fine line to be able to manage it and keep everybody in your inner circle happy.
Mm-hmm.
And from Scotty's standpoint, one of the things he specifically mentioned was his ability to provide for his family through the game of golf.
Mm-hmm.
And he was appreciative of that. When you can kind of find that happy balance or as much quote unquote balance as you can get, then then you've been able to do something that not a lot of people are able to do.
He gave me some things to think about too. As you know, let our listeners know, I'll be gone tomorrow. I'll be gone tomorrow, traveling tomorrow to Colorado. To the mountains. I'm going to do some hiking with bears and mountain lions and fish up at
you love it,
Silverthorne. You know good and dang well, Nick, and I ain't doing none of that.
You got that Suburban. You might as well bring a bear back in the trunk.
You know how I go to the mountains. I go play golf and I sit by the streams where I'm watching very closely what's around my surroundings. So I'm not doing that.
Maybe you can domesticate a bear.
A bear, yeah. Make him a brother. Hey, man, what's up, dog?
Brother bear.
So, what up, brother bear? Sorry. What I am gonna do though, I like to go up there and just and be still and just think about like what matters, what really matters.
Yeah.
So Scheffler did a heck of a job at that. Folks, real quick, another news, real fast. Nebraska, 4 coaches got extensions. Rhonda Revelle, of course, Nebraska softball coach, head track and field coach, Justin Clare, women's bowling head coach, Paul Klempa, and men's gymnastics coach, Chuck. I always forget how to pronounce Chuck
Chamalka.
Chamalka. I always want to say Malka. Chuck Chamalka. And the new contracts for Revelle and St. Clair will both run through 2030. Klemka's will run through 2029. Chamalka's will run through 2028. Of course, you know the success that Rhonda Revelle's had here, 34 years. So obviously, this is her alma mater as well.
Success that Paul Klempa's had.
Oh, big time. His 6th season as Huskers head coach, kept the bowling program as one of the best in the nation. Placed 3rd this past year in state championships. They won the national. He led the Huskers to the national championship in 2021. And 3 teams advances finished 3rd or better, so definitely more than a deserving. Chamalka has went in the men's gymnastics, been there for 15 years now, and on staff since 1986. Has led Nebraska to top 5 finishes in state championships, each of the past 7 national meets, so well-deserved. Klemka as well has done well as the head coach, 6th season. We talked about him in St. Clair as the men's track and field coach. Guided Husker men's to a pair of big outdoor titles, 2023 and 2024. This is the best year overall. I want to emphasize overall in Husker athletics in the past 15 years.
Yeah, there's the thing called the Capital One standings. I think Nebraska finished 15th.
Yep.
In the standings, and that actually provides, I think it's a $150,000 bonus to Troy Dannon.
Yes, he got $150.
Yeah, Troy Dannon because of that. Because that's
like,
where.
Well done.
Yeah, right. I just got here. Great job. No, in all seriousness, though, I think there's. What? I just got here. Yeah.
I just got here.
Just got here a little over a year ago, and
that'll be 150.
That'll be just 150. Got here 150 a year ago, and you guys finished best in the Capital One standings. Everybody's welcome back. No, in all seriousness, though, it was a good year for Husker athletics, and I think a lot of those programs, bowling included, and track and field, and not softball so much, but the gymnastics side of things, they do get overshadowed by whether it's the success or lack thereof from the bigger sports that we talk about on a more daily basis and more frequent basis. And so it is good to see the coaches get rewarded for their success. I think it's also interesting. Rhonda Revelle's been coaching for a very long time. And for a very long time. And there's been obviously a lot of success in the last calendar year for the Husker softball program. And that's a really good thing. The stability, the continuity with Rhonda Revelle and her there and the coaching staff with Lori Sipple and Olivia Farrell and them on that softball staff is really, really good. And they continue to light it up in the recruiting world as well. So they just got a commit the other day as in addition to everything. So there's a lot of excitement around a lot of those programs that sometimes, like we just said, they unfortunately do get overshadowed at times in the grand scheme of it all.
Right.
Because of whether it's success of the football program or lack thereof. We talk about that a lot more.
Absolutely. And no different than any other school whose football program is their front door.
100%. It's the main driver.
Yeah.
It's the main driver. Yeah. And it needs to be from a financial standpoint.
Absolutely. It's a business.
100%. And we're about to experience that firsthand next week at Big Ten Media Days.
Absolutely.
That's the other side of it. I know we're going to talk about Media Days later on in the show. It's a big deal when Big Ten Media Days is in Indianapolis. You're at Lucas Oil Stadium. You're home of the Indianapolis Colts. It's where the Big Ten championship game has been held time and time again. You're going to Vegas. It's a different media market in Vegas. You're in a different world now. It's going to be really fascinating to see how the vibe is different from Indianapolis to Las Vegas next week.
Money G in Kansas says nothing but respect for Scotty, but he's also made enough money that he's finally secured for the rest of his family's life. Let's go, Tony Finau. He says. I like Tony as well. I'd like to see him get it done. Folks, when we come back, we got some history in the top of the hour. And Tim, we want to know your thoughts. If you haven't got a chance yet, check out the SEC Big Ten Power Play regarding the playoffs. I want to get your opinion. We're going to discuss some more. History next. We'll be right back.
Make plans to stop by the Roca Hoedown this Friday and Saturday in downtown Roca. Live music on Friday from 4:30 to midnight, both indoor and outdoor performances. The Muchachos food truck will be on site for both days. On Saturday, live music starts at 4 and goes until midnight. And there are free mechanical bull rides. $3 domestic cans all weekend long and $5 seltzers. Experience the Roca Hoedown this Friday and Saturday, only $15 at the door this weekend in downtown Roca.
Summertime is here, and you know what that means. Grilling season. You know what's more embarrassing than an overcooked piece of meat? Your dirty, disgusting, and grimy grill. Let the pros at Husker Grill Cleaning get you ready for grilling season. They'll take your grill apart piece by piece, scrub every inch, and reassemble it so it can look and perform its best. Visit their website, huskergrillcleaning.com today to schedule your appointment. Husker Grill Cleaning, serving Lincoln, Omaha, Malcolm, and more.
We strive to help people get into home ownership. That is the American dream. Having something that you can go home at night and say, this is mine, is very important. The great thing about Remington Homes is affordability.
Bob Benish of Aspen Builders, talking about their exciting new division, Remington Homes, which makes the home building process easier.
The exciting thing about a Remington home is you get to choose your floor plan from predetermined floor plans. We give you a lot of choices, and you couple that with our great lot selection in all different areas. People do not want to be married to their house payment. They want to get a nice house with nice finishes in a great area for an affordable price. And that's what Remington Homes are all about.
Home building is easier with a Remington home from Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at remingtonlincoln.com. remingtonlincoln.com.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions with pay starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln. Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at doorsplusllc.com. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
Mike, I've been thinking our house could really use a makeover. How about new siding?
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you heard of James Hardy?
Yes! Sarah down the street had Roofing Service Company install James Hardy siding on their home, and they love it.
Roofing Service Company does have great reviews.
They took her through the design process and made everything super easy.
Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning. Now in our new time, we're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
Play ball! Pitch the perfect idea for a family outing or date night with tickets to the next Salt Dogs game. Nothing says summer fun like an action-packed evening at Haymarket Park. Come root for the home team with a hot dog and a cold drink. Plus, visit saltdogs.com to learn about special events and promotions, including group discounts. Don't miss out on the thrill and excitement of a Salt Dogs win. Visit saltdogs.com to reserve your tickets today.
On the Block with Eric Strickland, Jay Foreman, and Austin Orman.
Hey, I don't want to hate on Joe Burrow. He's clearly in this tier. I think he's the bottom of this tier. I would go Allen Jackson and then Burrow.
He should be a politician. He's convinced.
You know what I'm saying? You see what he did?
Yeah, he didn't have
He's doing it all the time. It's tricky, man.
Keep going, Jay.
No,
You're speaking my language.
Stop
You're
it.
speaking my language. Come on.
You didn't let him get you, Jay. I can't believe you let him get you again.
Every weekday from 3 to 5 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainer. Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we are back on this beautiful Thursday. Nick, is the week seem like it's gone fast to you? Because to me, it seems like it's gone fast.
Flying by. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing, right? Days go slow, but the years go fast. This week's going fast.
It is going tremendously fast, man.
Halfway through July.
Dude, think about this, Nick. A week from today,
yep,
we will be literally about a week and a half away from the first NFL football game.
That's correct.
About a week and a half away from the first Hall of Fame game.
We are 2 weeks on the dot from the Hall of Fame game.
Yeah, football is on the. It is quickly approaching us, and I can't wait to see some action in that. Fall camp will be starting.
That's right.
As well. Folks, this segment is brought to you by Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services. Jack has been a well-respected representative since 1999. Can help protect your home, your family, your vehicle, or even your future. Give Jack a call today at 402-421-9100 or visit one of his 2 locations in Lincoln or in Seward and learn how Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services can help you. Man, I was disappointed. Jack invited me to golf yesterday at a stag, and I just swamped, as you know. Yeah, I had Zooms and just a lot of things going on before I get out of town, man. So just was not able to play yesterday. But I'm trying to play, Nick, as much as I can.
Yeah.
Before the 31st of July. Obviously, that's the surgery. And because after that, it's going to maybe October when I'll be able to play again. I'm obviously not going to push that whatsoever. I'm going to take my time and get that thing right. But nevertheless, I am playing at Breckenridge Golf Club on Sunday.
Okay.
And it is look up Breckenridge Golf Club and you get a chance.
I will.
Because they have the elk, the bear, and there's one more. They have 27 holes on this property. Me and AD, little AD, we played it last year, and it was just like ridiculously insane. Jeez. So Keenan wasn't able to make it, and this time Aiden can't make it because he's got a bachelor party. Though, like I told you, those boys are like
always doing
close
something.
Your age. They got either a wedding or a bachelor party on the weekend.
Crazy.
So Keenan and Maddie, they're actually going to go with us, but they have a wedding tomorrow night in 2 hours away from our condo up there. So then they'll come back Sunday morning.
Gotcha.
And then me and Keenan are playing Sunday afternoon, and I can't wait to play, man.
The favorite, I've said it before, I'll say it again. My favorite golf course is out there in the state of Colorado, in Golden, Colorado. It's called Fossil Trace.
Fossil Trace, yes, you were talking about that.
Favorite golf course I've ever played. Had the worst back nine of my entire life. I was like 2 over on the front nine. And this was when I was like real bad. I'm fine now at golf. I was like 2 over on the front nine. I was shooting lights out. I still shot like a 105. I shot close to a 60 on the back nine.
Isn't that crazy about golf, though, man?
Well, I may have made the golf gods mad because on number 9, and I remember it like it was yesterday. Actually, it was 3 years ago from yesterday. I played Fossil Trace because I got the little memory on my phone, which I really appreciate those memories.
Those are cool.
But we were on the number 9 hole. It was a par 5, and I parred it, and I 3-putted for par. And I was so mad at myself. I didn't disrespect the course, but like I slammed my putter down and for a second, and I didn't take like a chunk out of the course or anything like that. But I slammed my putter down, and my buddy goes, "Oh, Nick, you might have just made the golf gods mad." And sure enough, I shot like a 62 on the back nine. So it all happened. It all fell apart.
It can happen.
But anyway, it was a great time.
So. David says, "Hey, Jack, I was available."
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see him go like this to his phone.
Phone works.
Well, keeping it in golf and history, and this is the guy that Jay Foreman always says I have a swing like Nick Price, because you ever seen Nick Price swing?
Did he swing at about 100,000 miles an hour? Because
that's
if it's your swing that he looks like, then I know exactly what it is.
It was fast, man. Nick Price would swing that joker fast. Jay would always be like, "Nick Price out this piece."
AD, how you hit the golf ball actually where you want it to go some part of the time is just ridiculous. I mean, it's just pew, pew. You blink and AD's already picking up his tee.
AD swing? Oh, he swung 20 minutes ago.
Yeah. How did AD get back in the cart? I just looked and he was putting his ball on the tee.
The purpose of golf is to play the least amount of golf when you play golf. See?
That is true.
That is true.
Which works. It's backwards. It's backwards because I sit there as my PPB ratio, and I sit there and I go, all right, price per swing. It's better if I shoot a 98. And then if I my buddy Sean, he shoots 74. He just shot a 74 at Hillcrest yesterday. He said, or 2 over at Hillcrest yesterday. Won it. He won the tournament yesterday at Hillcrest and shooting 2 over. And he's like, yeah, I shot 2 over. I'm thinking, man, you paid all that money for 74 swings. Why would you not want to swing it 110 times?
That is the objective of golf, to play the least amount when you're out there. It's a crazy thing. In 1994, British Open men's golf at Turnberry, Nick Price of Zimbabwe. He claimed his second of his 3 major titles and only claret jug. He won by 1 stroke over Jasper Pernovic. Remember Jasper Pernovic, Tiger Woods' ex-wife, that was his nanny.
Okay.
Yep, that was Jasper's nanny, man. From Sweden.
There you go.
Nick Price.
You learn something new every day.
Every day, man. From Zimbabwe. Where he's from. When we come back, folks, is the SEC looking at the Big Ten like, take it or leave it? We'll discuss when we come back, folks. It's The Drive, 93.7 Ticket.
Mike, I've been thinking our house could really use a makeover. How about new siding?
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you heard of James Hardy?
Yes. Sarah down the street had Roofing Service Company install James Hardy siding on their home, and they love it.
Roofing Service Company does have great reviews.
They took her through the design process and made everything super easy.
Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Tune in to live coverage of Big Ten Media Days from the Mandalay Bay Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas, July 22nd through 24th on 93.7 The Ticket. Join Derek Pearson, Jay Foreman, Nick Sainert, and Austin Orman as they bring you exclusive conversations with Big Ten coaches, players, and sports media professionals while getting you ready for the upcoming college football season. Big Ten Media Days coverage is presented by Advanced Medical Imaging, Stevenson Smith Construction, Currency, Warhorse Casino, Gary Michaels Clothiers, and League One Volleyball.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln. Advanced Medical Imaging is the largest radiology group in Nebraska, located in Lincoln at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard. At Advanced Medical Imaging, they utilize state-of-the-art technology and blend it together with their compassionate, skilled team to guide you through every step. Whether it's an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray, their precise diagnostics help your doctor deliver the best care plan for you. Choose clarity and comfort in your life by choosing Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard and online at amimaging.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Seems like just the other day, I was building my first house. I've seen many changes to our building market in Lincoln. It's been a fun road.
Bob Benish is the founder and president of Aspen Builders, online at aspenbuildersinc.com.
You know, we hear this a lot where I don't want to live in a cookie cutter home. Well, let's come up with some answers on what we're going to build, where we're going to build it, and what it's going to cost. One thing that we started doing early on was we started building neighborhoods. I'm a firm believer in character in your street and in your neighborhood. I like choice. I like variation. I like maybe something a little bit different in a neighborhood that you don't see in every neighborhood. I think it's great to have choices, its uniqueness, and I think that's what gives a neighborhood character. And I think that's what we've done over the years.
Make your dream home a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
When only the best will do. Sartor Heyman Jewelers.
Rick Heyman here from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. I want to personally thank our great customers for voting us once again the best of Lincoln. At the same time, we're celebrating our 120th year in business in the great state of Nebraska. Visit us at South Point, Grand Island, and the Outlet in downtown Lincoln. Visit us today at sartorheyman.com.
Sartor Heyman Jewelers.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at gainatrucking.com.
Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Opposite. What's done in the dark will come to the light. Oh, man.
As my dad would say, amen. Let the drive say, amen.
I'm telling you, okay, there's a video. We can go ahead and talk about this briefly. Coldplay concerts are
awfully very moving.
I mean, yeah.
Make you forget reality.
You can forget that you're
where
doing
you're
some
at.
things. And if you're a CEO of a company, you just might want to be a little more careful.
Yeah, they caught my man and his HR director, Swain, and holding each other closely at a Coldplay concert, and Coldplay caught him on the big jumbotron and said, "Look at these two right here." And then they ducked and hid, and I'm just thinking, like,
and then Coldplay over the speaker goes, "They're either having an affair or they're just really shy." No. The way that they dodged out of the way and turned their back to the camera. I can't listen to La Vida the same.
I used to rule the world.
The best part of the entire thing is just they were married, just to two different people.
It was bad. The way they ducked out, I'm thinking, yeah, something ain't right.
You exposed yourself. You said it, AD. The guilt gets to you.
The guilt got him, man.
The lights were too bright. Turn them off. Turn off the lights.
Because they ducked out like the lights came on and the roaches was out.
Yeah. AD, we do have a phone call.
Yes.
On the Honda of Lincoln hotline. We're joined on the line by Tony. Tony, what's on your mind on this Thursday?
Hey, you guys were talking about Breckenridge Golf Course, which is one of my favorite courses. It is the Bear, the Elk, and the Beaver.
Yes!
27 holes, all Jack Nicklaus.
Yes.
The best part, we own a place in Breck, and if you own property in Breck, it's a city-owned course.
Your rates
you
are
get
cheaper.
a place for $50.
Hey,
whoa, Tony, I think we just became best friends.
Hey, Tony, can you text in your phone number, please, man? Hey, Tony, how long have you had your place out there, man?
5 years.
So, have you played the Raven up in Silverthorne?
Yep.
The Raven is another gorgeous course up there.
Yep.
So, Tony, let me ask you this, man. I think we played, you said the Bear, the Elk, and what's the other one?
And the Beaver.
I don't think we played the Beaver. I think we played the Elk and the Bear, I believe.
I think the Beaver's the hardest. It's really pretty, but there's a little bit more target golf involved.
Mm-hmm.
You got to lay up and just there's literally beaver ponds and stuff you got to hit over.
That's so cool.
But yeah, I took a buddy who's a retired dentist. He's played all over, and he said for a public course, he would put Breckenridge right there with Torrey Pines and Pebble Beach.
I'll tell you what, Tony, I've never played Pebble, but I've played Torrey Pines, and I would agree with him on that. That course, Tony, there were times literally, man, we were waiting. Me and my son got matched up with a group, and they ended up being really cool. They were from down in Alabama. But there were times all four of us were literally just looking at the views like this. It didn't even look real out there, man.
Oh, yeah. It's beautiful. And just remember, you're at elevation. I always tell my buddies, if you're 100 out, it's 2 clubs difference.
Mm-hmm.
If you're 100 in, it's about 1 club difference with the altitude.
That is a great point. That is a great point. And I forgot that literally probably 6 times last year when I flew the dang green. I'm like, this is ridiculous.
You will airmail the green if you don't.
I'm glad you brought that to my memory. I'm gonna actually clip this, Tony, and I'm gonna send it to my son Keenan, because my son Keenan is like a 4 handicap. So he'll hit he hits even his wedges like a ridiculous amount. So he's definitely and actually I might not tell him, Tony, because I might beat him.
If you're playing for money, don't tell him.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell him anything.
Tony, we appreciate it, man. Thanks for the input. Well, have a good one, my friend.
Enjoy.
Thanks,
I love
Tony.
it out there.
Thank you, man.
Have a great day.
You too.
There's Tony.
And Tony,
hey, Tony.
Please text in your address,
your phone number. You think we were serious about that?
Yeah.
Or we think you were joking?
You think it's a game?
Yeah. Tony, don't make me blast you like a jumbotron at a Coldplay concert. Hey, no, that sounds awesome. Here's the thing.
No, Nick, I'm not joking. Tony, please text us in so me and Nick can take you out for coffee, for lunch, beverages.
Love new friends.
Just to get to meet you, get to know you.
I love new
and
friends.
Maybe we take this even to Breckenridge.
Never been out there. There is anyway. There was something I was going to say. I lost it. Oh well. It was club difference. Yeah. So what are you going to hit your hybrid from 150? What would you normally do?
No. You have to 150 is going to play more like 120.
Okay, so if you're
put it this way,
200 out,
if I'm
you're going to
200
hit a
out,
hybrid.
If I'm 200 out
For 180.
Let me just say this, Nick. See, since you're talking trash to me,
okay.
When's the last time you beat me in golf?
When's the last time we golfed?
I think you beat me like once.
When's the last time we golfed?
It's been a while.
Okay,
but I think you beat me
I've
like
grown.
once.
I'm a changed man. No, actually,
watch me yap. I'm going to shoot 138 next time you play.
The only problem is, the honest truth is that, so I don't know if I told you, my epoxy, I've done a really bad job this summer. Really bad job this summer of taking my clubs and keeping them inside.
Why don't you just keep them in your trunk?
Well, that's the problem. That's what I've done wrong, is I've kept them in my trunk. Well, the difference and change in temperature has forced the epoxy between the club head and the shaft to come apart.
I only keep mine in the garage. When I keep them in the garage, and usually I keep them in the back of my truck, but I keep them in the garage.
Okay. And there's no issues?
But we may have different, we always have different clubs though, too, though.
Yeah, very much. I'm sure yours are a little nicer than mine.
No, I doubt that.
But are yours still wooden? Anyway,
you know what's not? This throat punch
come on.
It's full flesh.
But what I was gonna say is that I took him in yesterday because when I was playing Iron Horse over the weekend, I don't know, maybe I told you this already.
Yeah.
When I swung and hit the ball, my club did a full 360. My club head did a full 360.
That's not good. And you're 4-iron at that, right?
It was my 4-iron. Yeah, that's right. I did tell you. And my buddies were like, Nick, did your club head just do a full 360 when you hit the ball? And I'm like, well, yeah, that's why I hit it only 50 yards.
That's going to be an
so
issue.
I played golf league tonight. I don't have a 4-iron, a 7-iron, or a 9-iron. So it's going to be tough to maneuver Woodland Hills tonight. We're gonna see how this goes later on tonight.
Why would you do that? Why won't you just borrow some clubs?
Well, because I make a trip to Canada for golf in 3 weeks, and I needed to get them done by then.
No, but I'm saying just borrow some from the clubhouse or from one of your buddies an extra force. I'd like to use mine, but I'll be gone.
No, it's fine. I like the challenge. I like the adversity.
You usually use your 7-iron for what? 190, 180 at 190.
About 190 to 205 is my 7-iron.
So what are you gonna do?
I'll just hit a light 6. Or a full 8 or a full 8. I mean, yeah, like my 6 is usually about 210, 215. And so I might just choke down on a 6, or I'll just hit a full 8.
Yeah, that's a lot of thinking at Woodland Hills.
It is.
It's a lot of thinking.
Let's be honest. If my driver is bad, then I don't really have a chance anyway. I'm going to be shooting 63. I mean, somebody say, can we get the Shanky's Irish whip shots going? I mean, can we take care of that? No, I'm kidding. But anyway, we got college football to talk about.
Nick, we do. And I tell you what, the Big Ten versus SEC playoff power play. Now, the Big Ten is drawing a hard line. They're saying, nope. Tony Petitti is holding firm. He says, we want 4 automatic qualifiers or bust. The Big Ten and Petitti, Nick, they think they deserve 4 guaranteed spots. Given the strength and the depths of the teams, he's essentially basically saying this. If the SEC won't play a tougher schedule, which I don't blame him on, man.
Yeah.
If they won't play a tougher schedule, he says, we're not going to budge, Nick. So what's your initial thoughts on it? Like I said, I spotted, I was seeing you guys this morning about this, but was in and out of the weight room. Do you think that he has merit what he's saying? Tony Petitti is the Big Ten commissioner.
I think from a principle standpoint, I think Tony Petitti it needs to stand firm. Like there is a, I don't want to say power struggle, because it's clear that the SEC and the Big Ten are even playing fields when you talk big scope of college football. It's SEC, Big Ten at the top, Big 12, ACC, and the next tier, right, of the Power 4 conferences. And I think Big 12 has done a really good job. Brett Yormark has been very, very aggressive in a professional way, very aggressive and forthcoming and outward with what he believes should be the college football playoff model. And I think you have to when you run a conference like the Big 12 or the ACC. I think Jim Phillips next week, it's going to be very important to see his stance on college football playoff expansion, because every single commissioner for each conference is going to get a similar question. I find it very interesting because the SEC has somewhat changed mindsets on how they want to approach the 9-game schedule. Months and months ago, Greg Sankey, the SEC commissioner, was pretty staunch on, hey, we're not going to add a 9th game. It's not going to be a 9-game conference slate. We're going to stick with our 4 non-con games throughout the season. There's going to be a random week 9 through 11 random opponent against Tennessee, Chattanooga, or Western Kentucky that our schools want to keep. That's somewhat shifted in the last couple of weeks. And while the SEC has shifted on their mindset of how they want the college football playoff to be formatted, one area that they have changed is that Greg Sankey is actually a proponent of adding a 9th conference game for the SEC. He just said so yesterday. There was an article written by ESPN and then obviously at SEC Media Days this week. At some point, one of these sides is going to budge. At some point.
Who do you think will be the one that budges first?
I think, unfortunately for the Big Ten, I don't think they're going to have much of a choice. I think they're going to have to budge because I think the SEC is going to be able to push back and say, you said the one thing holding us back was a 9th conference game from being on the same page. We added our 9th conference game, so now you need to give and take. We're giving you a 9th conference game. Now you need to give us the model that we want, which is the five qualifiers plus the 11 at large. They have to make a decision on the college football playoff format, by the way, and this is a notable piece, by December 1st of this year.
And Nick, you think about this. It makes Cignetti and his pulling out from the game, it makes it more interesting because the Big Ten is like, okay, the SEC, you play these powder puff teams.
Yeah.
But now you're trying to say strength of schedule is not a big thing. It's just wins overall.
Exactly.
So how are you going to get pissed at us when you guys play, Southern School of Architects in week 9 or week 8 or week 7?
Long Island University
is
on Florida's schedule.
Literally, it's
this
on
year.
their schedule.
Yeah.
And we have these bona fide great teams that have, I'm not saying great teams, but more competitive teams. And you're saying strength of schedule doesn't matter. I don't, you know what? Let's put it another way. I don't even blame Nebraska and that's far as from pulling out from Tennessee. If you're going to say strength of schedule, whether it counts less the number of wins. So I can see why, if this is going to be the way it is, I can see why Cignetti, I can see why Matt Rule, I can see other coaches in the Big Ten that are simply saying, if this is the way the SEC is going to do it, then we're going to do the same thing that you're doing.
Because what is the motivation? And this is a question for both sides. What's the motivation on scheduling a hard non-conference schedule?
None.
There's zero motivation.
None.
So I think that when you look
especially if it bites you in the butt,
absolutely.
Later on, if you lose to them,
absolutely,
you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And so I just wonder, okay, so what's the most realistic possibility? I think there is an advantage for the Big Ten Conference because they're able to kind of have the last word in all of this because it goes in the order of Big 12 Media Days, then SEC Media Days, and then you have this week where it's ACC Media Days as well as Big 10 Media Days going on at the same time. The Big 10 is going to be able to, Tony Petitti specifically, will be able to be pretty strategic in his response and how he wants to formulate a response. He's going to have the luxury that Brent Yormark didn't have. And seeing how all the other commissioners of the conferences reacted, and he's going to be able to formulate, not that his stance will change, but the way he phrases it. Because you can be very powerful with your words. We know that, especially when you're in a position like Tony Petitti.
Right.
I think that it's also going, there's a lot of just fascinating angles on the school side of things, but also the conference side. I think that next week, we're going to, and it goes back to that December 1st date, we could be at 12 by the end of this year and say, okay, yep, you know what? We're going to stay at 12 teams in the college football playoff for 2025, 2026. But then next year, we just need more time to have conversations. I imagine that the SEC, because Greg Sankey talked about it and is a proponent of it, I would imagine that the SEC will soon add a 9th conference game. They'll take away one of their non-con get matchups, and things will be fine and dandy. Especially when we know how important money is in all of this.
That's the driver.
Can you imagine if you add a 9th SEC game, the additional value? Now that's the other part, is how do they work that into their current TV contract? There's that piece of it too, because now the SEC is providing so much more value with a game between Georgia and Vanderbilt or Georgia and Tennessee rather than Georgia versus Long Island University. There's so much more added value there that everybody's going to try to squeeze the media companies and say, well, we can get more money out of you than our current deal.
Nick,
there's a lot of angles to this, unfortunately.
Let me ask you this, man. So I was looking this up last night. So why the format matters? You got 4 AQs, meaning automatic qualifiers, versus 5 plus 11. So 4 automatic AQs per Power 4 league, favored by the Big Ten and the SEC. Okay. 5 automatic qualifiers plus 11 at large bids. Yep. That's favored by the ACC, Big 12, and coaches like Brian Kelly, which you heard his remarks as well. The Big Ten fears a wide open at large model would punish teams with harder conference schedules.
There you go. That's where the ninth one comes in.
Yeah, you know what, Nick? That's
well, because like we can't be naive here as well.
SEC's playing chess.
Well, yeah. I think because they look at it and go, well, we know we have the connection and the media tie-in with ESPN and the four-letter network, and naturally there's going to be bias. And the way that I think we sometimes underestimate and don't realize how much just talking about SEC on like the big networks can just factor into our bias without even realizing it.
You know what, Nick? I pulled this up just now because when you were talking about, the SEC, obviously last year, Ohio State won the national championship, Big Ten. 2023, Michigan, 2022, Georgia, 2021, Georgia, 2020, Alabama, 2019, LSU, 2018, Clemson, 2017, Alabama, 2016, Clemson, 2015, Alabama. That's the past 10 years.
Yeah.
Obviously, Clemson in the ACC has won it twice out of those past 10 years.
Yep.
All the rest of the schools, Big Ten, and obviously the SEC. The SEC, now you look at that for the past 10 years, out of those past 10 years, they've won it a number of times. So it goes back to your point. They're saying, hey, look, we know we own this thing, but Nick, let me ask you this. Is some of that due to the lack of people they play in strength of schedule? I mean, I'm not taking anything away from what they did, what they've done, because they're dominant teams. But because of that, doesn't it make you more, if you're Petiti saying, you know what? Yeah, but look at the teams they're beating, though. Now, granted, they're beating each other, which you give them that. But it's like if the Big Ten took on that same approach, would you see maybe an Ohio State or Michigan winning a few more here and there?
Well, I think
by strength of schedule, if they played some other teams, some softer school, Wisconsin, Whitewater's playing Wisconsin, Ohio State is playing, a Toledo.
Yeah, I think that it's more respectable the way that the Big Ten is doing it. However, I think that there is an advantage for the SEC teams when in week 12, late in the season, or week 11, late in the season, you're able to go up on a team 35-0 halfway through the second quarter, and then you're giving your guys the rest of the day off, like all of your starters.
You know what? That's a good point.
I think there is an advantage to that for the SEC. Now, when it's all said and done, all those national championships, you have to remember, a lot of those came in the BCS, or it's not a lot of those in the BCS, because playoffs started in 2014. A lot of those were 14 playoffs. A lot of those were, one of them, it was Alabama in whatever year Cincinnati made it. And they took on, that was back when Cincinnati was a group of 5 team. And so like there's been favorable matchups, I think, a lot of times for the SEC schools, because they get in as the number 1 and number 2 rankings, or numbers 1 and number 3 rankings, which provide them a little more valuable matchups and maybe a little bit more rested. This is not me in any way trying to say that, the SEC is just a bunch of cheaters. No, because they win, and they, like you said, they beat up on each other, and they take care of business against the opponents that are on their schedules. And from my standpoint, in no way do I blame the players. In no way do I really blame the coaches, because they're not the ones that are scheduling these games. It's more so the people in charge, the administrators, the athletic directors. I hope that we find an area to where, I personally think that it should be 5 automatic. I think the 5 and 11 model works fine. You're always going to have instability to where one power conference is going to get 3 teams in. You're going to sit there and go, whoa, wait a minute. Why do they get 2 in? Excuse me. Why do they get the 2 automatic qualifiers? How do you judge that? We got asked a question on the text line about strength of schedule rating, FPI. There's so many options of things that you can look at and lean into, and a lot of variables. You're never going to get universal satisfaction. Never will.
There won't be a consensus.
And you're never going to be able to develop a system that is universally adopted. And so like the FPI is fine, but to be able to get every single FBS program and every single person in that college football playoff voting room to fully digest and embrace a singular voting system and ranking system that allows you to say, okay, this is where this team should be. This is where this team should be. We've tried that in basketball with
Mhm.
RPI and with net and with KenPom, and we keep developing these new systems, and we're never universally happy.
You know, like I mentioned earlier, the SEC is playing chess, not checkers. I seen this on Twitter last night. They won't expand their conference schedule until they see how the selection committee evaluates strength of schedule.
Like, think about that.
Here's my translation. We're gonna wait and see how it benefits us first before we commit.
Hey, we're gonna see if we like the way that this committee is voting, and then if we don't, then we can change it. Okay.
So you think about this, Nick. Expect what in 2026. All signs look towards a 12-team playoff, at least through 2026. Unless the SEC makes a major move, though, I don't think anything's changed. I mean.
Which I love the 12-team playoff.
Yeah,
I thought it was good this year.
Yep.
I'm going to like 16 just because it's more games.
Yep.
But I think then also once you get to like 24, it's going to, eventually if they ever get to 24, I think that's too much. I think there is such a thing as too much, but there's not such a thing as too much money.
Oh, yeah. In which if the thing expands, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. But before we go to break, I want to talk about Brian Kelly, though, because Brian Kelly says this. LSU's Brian Kelly says, let's reward schedules, not just records. Meaning, not all wins and losses are the same. Nick, what do you think about that, man? Because he's calling for a playoff model that values tough opponents and conference strength, not just cupcake schedules. I'm going to read that again. Let's reward schedules, Nick, not just records. Not all wins and losses are the same.
I think that, honestly, so there's two sides to this. One is I think he's true. I think he's honest and actually accurate. You need to this is where the human element comes in. This is what you tried to get away from with the BCS Pro polls. You can't type names into a computer and expect a computer to bring the eye test into it. I think eye test is important when we're having a college football playoff discussion.
Well, think about in basketball real quick, Nick.
Yeah.
I'm going to interject.
That's fine.
Look at the quadrants.
Yeah,
Was it a quad win,
right.
quad 2, quad 3?
I think it's important to have this understanding of, okay, a top 20 team in the preseason of Florida should not be viewed the same as a top 10 win or a top 10 loss at the end of the season. I think teams change, and by getting away from the BCS model, that's what everybody invited. That's what everybody wanted. Now, on the other side of it, for Brian Kelly, that comment comes across as quality losses should be a thing. Just because I lose 3 games doesn't mean I shouldn't be able to be considered. Like that's what it also sounds like at times. So I'd be cautious because we don't want to get to this area to where we're starting to debate if we get 16 or 24 wins or 24 teams, where we have this debate of like, hey, four loss LSU. Okay, I know they have 4 losses, but they've all been to top 25 teams.
And didn't we run into this with Alabama when they snuck in last year?
But then there's this group of 5 team that only has 1 loss to a top 25 team. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? Four losses by 1 possession. They do have 8 wins. Like, we don't want to get to that point because, once again, you're just driving yourself crazy.
Let me ask you this, Nick. Do you think Brian Kelly is playing chess too in cases he drops 2 or 3 games he should lose?
We were talking about it this morning. Brian Kelly's got a $50 million buyout this year.
He ain't going nowhere.
He's not going anywhere. No. It drops down to a whopping $42.5 million in 2026. Brian Kelly's got. I mean, they need to figure it out bad. In where's it at? Baton Rouge.
Baton Rouge. Text line, let us know real quick because we'll touch bases on this a little bit again.
Yeah.
When we come back, but I want you to ask this while we're on the break. Should strength of schedule matter more than the overall record in playoff selection? Should strength of schedule matter more than overall playoff selection? And you know what, Sanderson? Good morning, brother. Sanderson said this earlier. If I can get you, Sanderson. He goes, every SEC team plays at least 1 Power 4 team, so it really, my thing canceled out on me. So he said, it really doesn't matter because some of the Power Puff teams that
the Big Ten
plays. So Sanderson's a good point.
That's
as well.
True.
Yeah,
but I'm all for it. Like we should create a rule, and I'd be okay with this. How about we make it the most competitive as possible, and you require power conference opponents to play at least 1 other power conference opponent in the non-con, and a 9-game conference schedule. Let's make the entire 12. I understand that it's important. There is value because there might be some people that sit there and go, well, why do you even need to play Akron? Well, guess what? The $750K that so-and-so is paying Akron to come play for them and get this butt whooping most of the time is pretty valuable to them. So it's important to have those. However, you could also do it to where, hey, you bring back the USC Notre Dame rivalry, or you bring back the USC Clemson rivalry. Like there's things that you can do to where, or not USC Clemson, Notre Dame Clemson, or Notre Dame Michigan, whatever. There's things that you can do to where, to your point, Sanderson, you're absolutely right. Why not make it the most competitive as possible? Require every school to play a power conference opponent in the non-con and 9 conference games. Now, commissioners are going to hate that. I get it. But that's the way you can really have an eye test.
It makes it interesting. Again, let us know on the text line. Should strength of schedule matter more than overall record in playoff selection? We'll discuss some more when we come back, folks, and also some NFL action. It's The Drive, 93.7 Ticket.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
Tune in to live coverage of Big Ten Media Days from the Mandalay Bay Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas, July 22nd through 24th on 93.7 The Ticket. Join Derek Pearson, Jay Foreman, Nick Sainert, and Austin Orman as they bring you exclusive conversations with Big Ten coaches, players, and sports media professionals while getting you ready for the upcoming college football season. Big Ten Media Days coverage is presented by Advanced Medical Imaging, Stevenson Smith Construction, Currency, Warhorse Casino, Gary Michaels Clothiers, and League One Volleyball.
Advanced Medical Imaging is the largest radiology group in Nebraska, located in Lincoln at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard. At Advanced Medical Imaging, they utilize state-of-the-art technology and blend it together with their compassionate, skilled team to guide you through every step. Whether it's an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray, their precise diagnostics help your doctor deliver the best care plan for you. Choose clarity and comfort in your life by choosing Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard and online at amimaging.com.
What's it take to be a mentor with big brothers, big sisters? It takes 30 minutes and a cup of coffee. A video game, best 2 out of 3. It takes sharing thumbs up emojis, clapping emojis, and loaded nachos at halftime. That's how you make an impact on a young kid's life. So go on, share a few hours a month, because mentorship may sound huge, but the truth is, it takes little to be big. To learn more, volunteer, or donate, go to bebignow.org.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
When only the best will do. Sartor Heyman Jewelers.
Rick Heyman here from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. I want to personally thank our great customers for voting us once again the best of Lincoln. At the same time, we're celebrating our 120th year in business in the great state of Nebraska. Visit us at South Point, Grand Island, and the Outlet in downtown Lincoln. Visit us today at sartorheyman.com.
Sartor Heyman Jewelers.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs, from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions.
Hey everyone, this weekend is the Roca Hoedown, sponsored by the Roca Tavern. Friday and Saturday night, indoor and outdoor entertainment, food trucks, and friends, all in downtown Roca. $15 cover charge with the live music starting at 4:30 p.m. We'll see you there.
Attorney CPA Joe Cordell.
Hopefully you and I agree that you should do everything you can to save your marriage. Divorce is hard, expensive, and its outcome is usually not all you hope for. However, when doing everything has failed, when divorce remains as your last option, consider Cordell & Cordell as your first choice to help you through the divorce process to a better place on the other side. We've been a partner men can count on for more than 30 years. Let us be that partner for you.
The attorneys at Cordell & Cordell work to help men maximize their role in their children's lives. Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Lincoln area attorneys, a partner men can count on. 402-858-3220. That's 402-858-3220. Online at CordellCordell.com. That's CordellCordell.com. Office in downtown Lincoln. 1221 N Street, Suite 801, Lincoln, Nebraska 68508.
A1 Automotive's second location is now open at 5110 State Hill Drive, just off of Yankee Hill Road. The new location continues to specialize in all makes and models and provides personalized service as they have for 15 years. To honor the new store opening, A1 is offering $25 off any service over $300, $50 off services over $500, and $75 off services that total over $750, all through July 31st. Schedule your appointment today at a1autolincoln.com and visit their new location in South Lincoln at 5110 State Hill Drive. Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road, just south of 14th and Highway 2.
Now back to the drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert, sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Oh man, I was telling Nick when I go to the mountains, I have this.
We don't need to bring this to the air.
I have this.
Sometimes we're too transparent.
I have these outdoorsy gear. When I say outdoorsy, like, I go to the outlet at Eddie Bauer.
I was going to say, how outdoorsy are we talking?
Yeah, I go get the Eddie Bauer outlet store stuff. So I'm not going to go drop something crazy on some stuff I only wear. I literally wear it once a year. So my kids tease me.
You just got to look the part.
Yeah, I just look like I'm a brother that lives in the mountains. I let my beard go out a little bit.
Of course, yeah.
And I wear my Django cowboy hat. And they say, and I'll always have a cup of coffee with me. I'll grab some dirt and just rub it on my pants. Like I'm just kind of been out and exploring. I'm like, man, where you been? Just a few trails. Saw a few mama cubs. I got some bear spray.
No, you don't need bear spray.
I thought you needed bear spray.
No, I'm saying if you're a local, you just know how to handle them.
Yeah,
you don't need bear
I just
spray.
make your body real big. And say, hey, hey. So I'll do things like that. Knowing good and well, I'm not going on not a single trail if it's not a golf cart.
The best part, people out in the mill coffee shop just see AD go, hey, hey. You got to look the part.
I'm sending you some pictures, man, because I look like a guy that is from the area. I was like, man, this guy's a local, man. I'm like, what's the powder looking like this year, man? Snow, that is, folks. What's the powder looking like this year, man? We're gonna do some blacks and blues.
That's enough.
Have
you ever skied?
Yeah, but I'm not a big fan of it.
Okay. I've never skied, never snowboarded.
Okay, so my niece and nephews, Bart and Shayna and Troy and Siobhan, they love going. I can't say what they love more, but the kids, I know they love skiing. Yeah. Aiden and Keenan are good skiers. Naya's like me, kind of like, nah, I'm not dropping that much to go down a mountain one time. Mm-hmm. I love going this time of the year in the fall up there. And Tony, if you're listening, maybe Tony, you might be an outdoorsy guy that likes to skiing and the trails. I'm not a big trail dude because literally, I joke about it, but seriously, I would not be comfortable going on a hike up in the mountains. Mm-hmm. That's just not my thing, man.
That's okay.
But I do enjoy walking around the villages. I do enjoy taking the
ski lift?
The ski lift up to the top. At a particular place we have, there's a brand new restaurant on top of the mountain up there.
Wow.
That it is absolutely insane. So I enjoy doing that. I enjoy mountain bike riding.
Yep.
Of course, golfing. And I do a lot of riding, man. Literally outside our place, there's this, it's a mountain stream.
Of course.
And there's benches. It's peaceful. It's quiet.
That reminds me a lot of, so don't make fun of me. It reminds me a lot. No, I'm saying when I say this, when I went to Austria,
And we visited Hitler's Eagle's Nest.
A little different. Okay.
It's very different. But how you get up there? I'm saying how you get up there.
Okay.
So
take the gondola up there.
No. So you got to go. Well, we did that one. I'll tell you that in a second. But you park in this parking lot down low, and it's in the Alps, right? So you park in this parking lot, and you take a bus up around this mountain. It's in a circle. And you just get higher and higher, and you go to the second level, and you're about halfway up the mountain at this point, because all of this is the restaurant and everything is up top on the mountain, and you go in, you get on the second level, you get out of the bus, and you walk into the mountain, and carved out in the mountain is the elevator that they had that took you up. So you ride this elevator up the mountain, inside the mountain. It's super dark. You get out and you're on top of the mountain at Hitler's place. I mean, it is freaky. It is some of the best views I've ever experienced. You're at the top. I mean, you feel like you're at the top of the world. You feel like you could reach and touch some clouds. It is so beautiful. But then we went to also in Austria, we went to some of the underground mines. And one of the things that we did was you ride the gondola all the way up or all the way down.
Wow.
And I mean, it was crazy. I mean, some of the coolest things I've ever.
How old were you when you did that?
I was a senior in high school. I was entering my senior year of high school.
That would have been, I would be crazy cool to see.
I mean, and it was the reason we went to these places. It was a trip based on World War II stuff. So we landed in Normandy, France. We got to Normandy, France on D-Day. We were standing on the beaches of Normandy, Omaha. We were standing on those beaches of Normandy on D-Day, on the anniversary of it. So I mean, just really cool stuff. But it was really cool because there was slides that we used to do that we took that they let you try in the mines. They were wooden that the miners used to take to go from elevation to elevation
and just slide down.
And you just slide, but you zoom because these wooden slides. I mean, like it was one of those where you like lose consciousness for a moment.
Oh, wow.
Just because you go so fast and it's such a steep drop. But they the miners used to do it every single day in the salt mines because they had to get to different parts of the mine. I mean, just some really, really cool stuff.
That whole generation was built different, man. They were built different for sure.
Yeah. Anyway, back to stuff.
Oh yeah, I love it. Nick, Eric, you wrong. No, I didn't enjoy
come on,
it.
Man.
No, come on, man.
Come on,
E.
Eric's just out of pocket all the time.
Come on, E money.
Yeah. You scroll up on Eric's text. I'm gonna say this. You scroll up on Eric's text. Man, what was it Rihanna that said, "Why are you so obsessed with me"? Is that what was it, Rihanna or Beyonce? I can't remember which one sang that one.
Song. Good song though.
Good song. There you go, Eric. That's your jingle.
8893 says, since we're paying these kids, why don't we just make them all play a few extra games instead of 12? Have it be 14 or 15. Schedule like the NFL since they want to be treated like professionals. They can act like it. You know what? Unknown texter at 8893, with the amount of money that's being tossed out there, and I think all things are in play with that. Unknown texter 1562 said it should matter. But it's like I was just saying, strength of schedule is too often swayed by arbitrary, and I totally agree with you, swayed by arbitrary AP polls, so that doesn't work either. And it goes with, Nick, what you said, there's not going to be a consensus on any of these. Yeah. And our question, in case you're just joining us before we went to break, was, should strength of schedule matter more than overall record and playoff selection? So there's some of the answers there. Nick, let me ask you this, because this kind of, we're not hearing a lot about this. Let's look at 2026.
Sure.
All signs point to a 12-team playoff sticking around until 2026.
Yeah.
Okay. Unless the SEC makes a major move, nothing's changing. I don't see a 16-team playoff, and I don't see a shift of 5 to plus 11.
Well, they have about 4 months to make the decision.
December 1st, correct?
December 1st is the time frame. I think there's a possibility of it. I just don't know. Like, this is where it's tough to have this conversation without knowing and hearing straight from Tony Petitti's mouth of what his stance is. We know what his stance is, but the way he phrases it, does he open up the door for a potential partnership or common ground?
Would you say this, Nick, real quick? He has to be very careful what he says.
No, I don't think so. You're the Big Ten Conference. Act like it. Like, I don't. There's a way you can be powerful with your words and still be respectful.
Nick, I agree with you. I think he has to speak, first of all, and when I say careful, I meant probably more calculated is what I wanted to say.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, but once
to
again,
your point, though, I think he has to stand, he has to stand
strategic.
He has to stand firm.
Yes.
You know, it's just like this. When you say for your service, your product, my fee is this. If you say, well, already you've given up your negotiation power because they see you're going to be swayed.
Yeah.
He has to stand up and say, this is what we want.
Yeah.
And then shut up. Because a lot of people in sales talk themselves out because they talk too much.
Yep.
Here's the price. Shut up.
Yeah.
I think he has to say, this is what we're doing.
I think you're right. I think you can be calculated, and I think you can be very strategic with it. So we're going to get much more on this. I mean, next Tuesday, I believe they start talking at 10 a.m. Pacific time, which is noon here. We'll get to hear from Tony Petitti at Mandalay Bay next Tuesday. There's very calculated and strategic ways that the Big Ten can be about this. I think we'll hear that from Tony Petitti. Tony Petitti, the other side of this also is when he got hired, one of the things that was like a feather in his cap was the fact that he has TV executive background.
Yeah.
He has TV executive background. He did it for Major League Baseball Network. He's been an executive with Fox. He has a lot of friends in that business, as a lot of these commissioners do.
Right.
There, you have to be calculated not only in how you respond to what other conferences have said, but also what the potential ramifications or outcomes could mean for your current TV deal.
Right.
The Big Ten just signed a very lucrative TV deal. It's hard to change that, right? When conference
each year,
it does, because conference realignment it becomes more set in stone. And so we're talking, I mean, it's $1 billion deal from Fox and their networks for the next 7 years. And so it is a very, very important time, because not only do you have to be strategic in what you say to respond to Greg Sankey with the SEC and Brent Yormark and Jim Phillips at the ACC, you have to be very strategic on what it can mean with your partnership and your relationships with Fox. And so that is what I mean. You can be very powerful, but yet respectful. And that's where I think Big Ten, the conference, does have an advantage, because they're able to see, how did Brent Yormark come out and talk about it? How did Greg Sankey say? What did he say? And how did he act? What did they say specifically about the Big Ten? Because if they want to come aggressively at the Big Ten, well, guess what? The Big Ten can swing right back and swing the big stick right back at them and say, okay, if you want to play this game, we'll dance.
It's going to be, I tell you what makes it, the good thing about it, it makes a lot for us to talk about, brother.
Yes,
That's
sir.
for sure. Folks, as we go to break, also the OJCJ, I see, man, I love that picture from 2012. I know you sent that earlier from the Open, OJCJ, but that is awesome.
Sweet.
And OJCJ says you can have a weak schedule, but you still have to win those games. And I totally agree with you, because if you're the one screaming from the mountaintops about tougher schedules, then you lose the ones you should win.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you might want to go to the corner and just be quiet, win the one you're supposed to. Pete Ferguson said, I think you mentioned this already. He goes, Nick, it's Mariah Carey who sing the Obsessed With Me song. Man, those Pies field trips were something. AD, what was your field trip like? The high? Oh, yeah, the Omaha Zoo. Pete, we didn't even go to the Omaha Zoo. We walked down the pathway to the Lincoln Doorly Zoo.
Time out.
Zoo.
Not
Omaha Doorly, Lincoln Zoo.
It was not a pious field trip. Unfortunately, it was one of those things where it was introduced to us freshman year, and we were given 3 years to save up for it.
Must be
had to work at fireworks stands to generate money to save. There's a lot of stuff there.
You guys own the fireworks. You guys,
we
for your
did
senior trip,
not.
you guys went to Austria. We went to A Street.
Oh, stop it.
2 blocks from the high.
There was a lot of countries involved. It was a two-week trip. Austria, Germany, Luxembourg, Belgium.
We went
Paris.
to P&E Park in Omaha.
Oh, stop. Jeez Louise. Every class goes to okay. Now here's the thing: don't make this about a private school thing, because every junior class goes to Washington D.C. every year.
If you can afford it.
I didn't go to Washington D.C.
Pius 10 bankroll, all that.
Oh, stop!
How you guys had up there at Pius D10?
This is crazy.
Folks, we back with the attitude adjustment. It's the tribe.
AD's here.
Saturday. Eagle Raceway is open for a full season of dirt track racing action every Saturday night. Don't miss the epic battles on the high banks of Eagle Raceway each Saturday between the Nebraska Septic Sprint Cars, Nebraska Lottery Modifieds, Avid Realty Sport Mods, Valentino's Hobby Stocks, and A1 Iron Stock Cars. Let's go racing. Eagle Raceway, just 10 miles east of Lincoln on O Street. Check out the full schedule at eagleraceway.com.
Attorney CPA Joe Cordell.
Hopefully, you and I agree that you should do everything you can to save your marriage. Divorce is hard, expensive, and its outcome is usually not all you hope for. However, when doing everything has failed, when divorce remains as your last option, consider Cordell & Cordell as your first choice to help you through the divorce process to a better place on the other side. We've been a partner men can count on for more than 30 years. Let us be that partner for you.
The attorneys at Cordell & Cordell work to help men maximize their role in their children's lives. Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Lincoln area attorneys, a partner men can count on. 402-858-3220. That's 402-858-3220. Online at CordellCordell.com. That's CordellCordell.com. Office in downtown Lincoln. 1221 N Street, Suite 801, Lincoln, Nebraska 68508.
Seems like just the other day, I was building my first house. I've seen many changes to our building market in Lincoln. It's been a fun road.
Bob Benish is the founder and president of Aspen Builders, online at aspenbuildersinc.com.
You know, we hear this a lot where I don't want to live in a cookie cutter home. Well, let's come up with some answers on what we're going to build, where we're going to build it, and what it's going to cost. One thing that we started doing early on was we started building neighborhoods. I'm a firm believer in character in your street and in your neighborhood. I like choice. I like variation. I like maybe something a little bit different in a neighborhood that you don't see in every neighborhood. I think it's great to have choices, its uniqueness, and I think that's what gives a neighborhood character. And I think that's what we've done over the years.
Make your dream home a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Advanced Medical Imaging is the largest radiology group in Nebraska, located in Lincoln at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard. At Advanced Medical Imaging, they utilize state-of-the-art technology and blend it together with their compassionate, skilled team to guide you through every step. Whether it's an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray, their precise diagnostics help your doctor deliver the best care plan for you. Choose clarity and comfort in your life by choosing Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard and online at amimaging.com. Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends. Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
What's it take to be a mentor with big brothers, big sisters? It takes 30 minutes and a cup of coffee, a video game. Best 2 out of 3. It takes sharing thumbs up emojis, clapping emojis, and loaded nachos at halftime. That's how you make an impact on a young kid's life. So go on, share a few hours a month, because mentorship may sound huge, but the truth is, it takes little to be big. To learn more, volunteer, or donate, go to BeBigNow.org.
Tune in to live coverage of Big Ten Media Days from the Mandalay Bay Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas, July 22nd through 24th on 93.7 The Ticket. Join Derek Pearson, Jay Foreman, Nick Sainert, and Austin Orman as they bring you exclusive conversations with Big Ten coaches, players, and sports media professionals while getting you ready for the upcoming college football season. Big Ten Media Days coverage is presented by Advanced Medical Imaging, Stevenson Smith Construction, Currency, Warhorse Casino, Gary Michaels Clothiers, and League One Volleyball.
Mike, I've been thinking our house could really use a makeover. How about new siding?
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you heard of James Hardy?
Yes! Sarah down the street had Roofing Service Company install James Hardy siding on their home, and they love it.
Roofing Service Company does have great reviews.
They took her through the design process and made everything super easy.
Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs, from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainer, sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we are back. Nick, sunshine
You got your
on
tag
my
sticking out.
shoulder.
I'm looking out for you. There it is.
Makes me happy.
Please look. Please look. You got your tag sticking out of your hat.
Sunshine
There you go.
on my shoulder makes me smile. Nick, do you know who sung that song?
I do not. AD.
What? Nick!
It doesn't sound familiar.
I keep forgetting how young you are. Text line, who sung that song? Sunshine on Swim's shoulder.
It's, okay, it sounds familiar.
happy.
I can't imagine.
Come on, text line. You want me to stop singing? Text
Text
line.
line on your shoulder. AD, while the text line does help
Who
me
sung
out
that
there,
song? Sunshine on my shoulder. Who sung it?
there's a little bit of Husker baseball news.
Mm-hmm.
Dylan Carey is electing to return to the Huskers officially after he goes undrafted. Evan Bland of the Omaha World Herald reports that Dylan Carey told the Omaha World Herald on Thursday that he will stay at Nebraska for his senior year instead of pursuing other professional baseball opportunities.
It's good to see him back.
This means for Nebraska, we're starting to see the layout of their infield shake out. We know Josh Overbeek is coming back. Dylan Carey will be at shortstop. Rhett Stokes is returning. And then obviously you have Case Sanderson, who is over at first base as well. So the infield, the defensive infield, starting to shake out a little bit for the Husker baseball squad.
I like it a lot.
John Denver, by the way.
I see all the texts coming. Claytonia Sean, I think my ears are bleeding. No.
Sunshine. John Denver.
Keith Tenney himself home. He goes, I don't know who sang that song, but I can tell you the Nebraska sunshine on my shoulders doesn't make me as happy as the Florida sunshine on my shoulders.
I bet it doesn't.
I feel you, KT. Yes, that was the late John Denver. He tragically passed away. Car accident. I mean, not a car accident, a plane crash in 97. Folks, the AD attitude adjustment is very simple. Sometimes the things that were a no end up being a blessing. The things that you wanted to happen so bad, and sometimes The Rock said it the best. Sometimes the thing you wanted to happen the most was the best thing that never happened. Keep that in mind.
AD, have a fun trip.
Hey, you as well, Nick. I won't see you until
next Friday. Well, we'll be on the show. I'll be joining
Monday.
you.
I'll be in Colorado.
Vegas.
You'll be in Vegas.
Yep.
And then we'll be back in person together next
Friday.
Next Friday. Absolutely.
There it is.
Folks, thanks for riding with us. You'll be riding with Nick tomorrow, along with Terrell. The black shirt. I appreciate Terrell. Love you, little bro. Appreciate you. Thanks for filling in. Folks, stick around for Adam Carricker.
Yes,
we'll be
sir.
on next, folks. Have a great one.
Hey everyone, this weekend is the Roca Hoedown, sponsored by the Roca Tavern. Friday and Saturday night, indoor and outdoor entertainment, food trucks, and friends, all in downtown Roca. $15 cover charge with the live music starting at 4:30 p.m. We'll see you there. Saturday. Eagle Raceway is open for a full season of dirt track racing action every Saturday night. Don't miss the epic battles on the high banks of Eagle Raceway each Saturday between the Nebraska Septic Sprint Cars, Nebraska Lottery Modifieds, Avid Realty Sport Mods, Valentino's Hobby Stocks, and A1 Iron Stock Cars. Let's go racing. Eagle Raceway, just 10 miles east of Lincoln on O Street. Check out the full schedule at eagleraceway.com.
A1 Automotive's second location is now open at 5110 State Hill Drive, just off of Yankee Hill Road. The new location continues to specialize in all makes and models and provides personalized service as they have for 15 years. To honor the new store opening, A1 is offering $25 off any service over $300, $50 off services over $500, and $75 off services that total over $750, all through July 31st. Schedule your appointment today at A1AutoLincoln.com and visit their new location in South Lincoln at 5110 State Hill Drive.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
What's it take to be a mentor with big brothers, big sisters? It takes 30 minutes and a cup of coffee, a video game, best 2 out of 3. It takes sharing thumbs up emojis, clapping emojis, and loaded nachos at halftime. That's how you make an impact on a young kid's life. So go on, share a few hours a month, because mentorship may sound huge, but the truth is, it takes little to be big. To learn more, volunteer, or donate, go to bebignow.org.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at DoorsPlusLLC.com. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Wall-to-wall wine and spirits